coming back from Italy. No trades yet, no trades. I don't look for my first trade until 9:50. Tuesday. That's, yeah, maybe. So I posted on my Instagram this morning that I was like, I don't even think there's going to be a trade today because I thought this was the move, and then we had this massive sell-off, which is interesting. I really don't know what's going to happen now, so I'm keeping my expectations extremely, extremely low today. The thing with the Tuesday move is the massive move happened during New York, and Asia and London didn't do much. In this case, Asia and London pumped up, 300 points, and now we just sold off 200, half of it. So I don't know. This is actually interesting. I'm not exactly sure. The thing is, sorry, I just had some steak. We are rejecting these SIBIs, and we got this really big displacement down. If there was nothing if nothing was gonna happen, I don't think we'd have this massive move down, because from 9:30 open, we just dropped down 170 points. It's half of what we pushed up, and we did that in a few minutes. So we'll see. Let's see what happens. Yeah, after hours. Yeah, I don't think you were with us or with me yesterday, but we took this one long. This was yesterday, 9:50. We took our short here, moved our stop here. I wanted here, and we're literally 2.5 points away. And then I moved trailed my stop down to here. So I gave up a lot. I gave up like 40 or 50 points. And I'm realizing it's because I wanted a certain amount of dollar amount that it clouded my judgment. So I can't do that, right? I need to just watch what price is actually doing. So that was actually the only real valid trade that we took in the last like week and a half, actually. So now we're just gonna sit here and wait and see. Oh, you know what I just realized? It's supposed to be like that. I have a really wide monitor, but unfortunately with that wide monitor, I can't I can't stream on YouTube the width that it actually is. So I need to adjust it. No, I just trade on the Topstep X because I don't want to see the dollar fluctuating. That really messes me up psychologically. So I'll have my Topstep X on my side monitor right there, and then when I take a trade, I'll minimize it and I'll just watch this main chart. So that's been working for me, so that's what I'm gonna stick with. Because even if I change it to a percent or to ticks, subconsciously I'm still calculating those ticks while I'm watching it, and yeah, that just doesn't do any benefit to me at all. Jeez, I just had steak and eggs, and it's like trapped. It's like trapped, and my water's empty. 1 second. So we got just a few minutes till we see what's gonna happen. So 950, 1010, I'm usually typically looking for a reversal. So around 950, this 945 candle is going to open up in 2 minutes. I'd like to see a sweep of these lows. Consolidation by 950, get a rejection, but let's see. Waked up in my area, but wasn't willing to take long after Tuesday. Yeah, I hear you. ES still has all these London lows, so there is a London low bullish SMT now, which can possibly send us up. But I'm ignoring everything. That's not my model. That's the only way I will be successful. So if I get what I was talking about, like here in this next minute, 945 candle, by 950 we get a sweep of these lows, and then we get an inversion, then I'll take longs, targeting, you know, a 2R or something, and then to be done. If that doesn't happen, that's the only time we'll expect a reversal. I'm also thinking the reversal already happened, so are we going to get a reversal of a reversal? I don't know. It's very possible, because price is kind of unpredictable at this moment. But if that doesn't happen, then 1020 to 1040 will look for a continuation down. If price is consolidating 1020 to 1040, 1050 will be our last macro. 1050 to 1110. At that point, we'll have 15-minute fair value gap here, right? If we're consolidating from 950 to 1040, we'll probably be around here somewhere. Then we can see a push up back into here, sweep of some type of highs in here, and look for continuation, or we just consolidate the whole rest of the day. So it all depends, but we'll see. So here's the new 15-minute candle. I know exactly what I'm looking for now. So if that's not there, like, I don't care to take a trade. Yo, Aru, what's good? Yeah, so if I don't get exactly what I'm looking for, I really don't care to take a trade. Like even here, 1050 to 950 to 1010, I wouldn't even be looking for a continuation down. I don't think. It can happen. Let's see. Netflix dumping hard. I haven't checked. Guys, leave a like in the video so we get maybe a few more viewers in here potentially. That'd be dope. That'd be cool. Cool stuff. So still no trades. 950. Just trying to keep everything as simple as possible. We are below our 8:30 open, but besides that, we have our 12 a.m. open all the way down here. We might not reach back down there. I don't know. Where's 9:30 open? That's 9:30 open. Israel news came out. What happened in Israel? I haven't been paying attention to much of the news. Is just all about fear. What happened in Israel? Let me look this up. Oh, we're about to have World War III. You guys, I hope you're ready. So Israel, UN ambassador responds, Iran will be very painful. Russia tells Israel not to even consider attacking Iranian nuclear facilities. Germany will supply Israel with weapons. Yeah, so we're on the brink of World War III, because if this happens, if Israel attacks like they say they will, and then Russia gets involved, and then Germany gets involved, now you're gonna have the United Nations versus Russia, China, the BRICS nation, and it's gonna be some crazy stuff. Really? Where would I see that? Oh, news. There's a news tab. 37 minutes ago, Israel says Hamas chief may have been killed in Gaza. Israel says they might have killed Hamas leader. I thought they killed Hamas leader already. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I see. All right. Yeah. Here's my absolute belief, and I could sound like a lunatic, like a crazy person, but hear me out. Hear me out here, because this is. I don't see how I'm wrong on this. So, let me clear my throat on this one. So, what we are participating and speculating is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. The biggest industry in the world and the biggest industry the world has ever seen. Multi-trillion. That means it's bigger than pharmaceutical and war industry. So the people who are in charge of this industry, who are controlling, because in reality, this is not a free market, right? They would never, the people controlling the world would never allow us to have a free market, because if they can't control it, they don't want it. They're not going to let us have it. So how are they going to manipulate this market, a multi-trillion-dollar market? Not just NASDAQ, not just futures, but Forex, stocks, everything. When you have a multi-trillion-dollar industry, you're going to use your multi-billion-dollar industries to impact that multi-trillion-dollar industry to do what you want. So if you're somebody that's, let's say, trading hundreds of millions to billions of dollars a week, a month, whatever it may be, right? And you're selling up here and you have this massive sell-off and your orders are specifically around here for a couple $1 billion of orders that you have in shorts as the owner of these markets, as the controller, the secret hand behind that you never see or know, right? You have your multi-billion-dollar orders up here, you push down, right? You're in profit. You say, you know what? I want more. I want to make more money. What are you going to do? You're going to push the market up to get closer to your entry before dumping it. And what are you going to do? You're going to release news. You're going to release these news and say, hey, we own the war machines. We own the pharmaceutical industries. So let's start a war to send the market lower. Let's do this. Let's do that. And that's how they control the narrative of every single thing that happens ever, always and forever. And it's kind of nutty, but that's what I believe. You don't have to believe it. It's like, it's a lot more complicated than that, right? But that's just like the dumbed down version that I think. I don't know if it's going to get bought up or not. I would have liked to see this lower wick get taken before it got bought up. I think it's just balancing out this massive imbalance before rejecting, continuing down. But we'll see. It might get bought up. You're right? Because we did take London lows. That's a lot of liquidity at London lows. People who are trading London, who took longs here, all have their stop loss here. Right? Then they're trailing at every significant low. And we just wiped all that out. So now these people are getting enough liquidity to push the market up if they want it to go up. But we'll see. Jeez, I can't clear my throat. I had a nice, I don't know if you can see that, nice juicy New York strip with 3 eggs and some sauerkraut this morning. Magnifico. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, I'm really not expecting anything today, so I'm definitely not forcing anything today, and I definitely suggest you guys do not force anything today. Today should be a day where your A+ setup needs to be an A++ setup for you to take a trade, in my personal opinion. And just my opinion. Oh, on the other hand, that back testing, we finished up the year, and so yeah, January 1st to December 29th. And we didn't start compounding until like halfway through. I didn't realize, hey, let me start risking 1%. But we did pretty well. We took a 50K account to 118K. Only a 56.5% win rate, which is pretty awesome, right? And I was just targeting a 2R for the most part. There was very few times where I let the trades run a lot further than 2R. But for the most part, yeah. You see all of my trades came by 1050. Only a few came 1050. Most of them were my 950 to 1010 macro. A little bit less on the 1020 to 1040, and then if that didn't show, then that means the probability of something showing at 950 to 1010 is even lower. And as you can see, the further I went out in time, the few trades that I took, I ended up losing. And my average trade duration is around here, right? So less than an hour that I'm holding these trades. And my most profitable trades were, right, 30 to 40 minutes. It looks like the longer I held the trade, the less likely it was to be profitable or more profitable, because the longer I'm holding it, it's probably just consolidating in the trade, waiting for the consolidation to break. So that's already a low probability trade, right? So with this like data right here, I kind of know, hey, I'm looking for my trade to hit TP in 30 to 45 minutes, possibly an hour, and that's it. And we're golden. So I am gonna have to go through all this and actually review the data. And once I do that, I'll be able to even you know, refine my strategy even more. Yeah, man. Yesterday was rough. I was live yesterday, but it was rough. So exactly my 950s to 1010 is typically the reversal, right? We got an inverse. We took it on that close. It was pumping up. My thing is I'm on a 50K Topstep account, so I was looking for 1500. This was going to give me 1500 in profit, and that's just being stupid and greedy. Like, this is the second time that actually happened, right? What I should have done here was just trailed my stop to where my original 2R was. So I was risking like 5 something, and my original 2R was right here. So what I should have done is just trailed my stop right there, and if it broke through that, I would have been fine. But what I did was I saw this fair value gap, right? So then I trailed my stop loss here, actually right below it. And then I was like, you know what, let me give it a little bit more room. I moved it a little bit more, and it blew through. Yeah, it's rough. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it would have hit my TP, but imagine sitting through that drawdown. It would have sucked. It would not have been fun. So we secured 800 yesterday. Actually, I could show you the trade from yesterday. How do we, I know, that was pure greed, right? And I was overconfident because I saw pumping like super nicely, so I was like, whatever. It is what it is. I'm not extremely upset about it. I mean, I am, that it is annoying, but so you see we took our trade 245, 245 what? 25, 245. Yep, so I bought it at the close of that candle pretty much. And we had our TP probably like right around here. Right around here. Where was our initial TP actually? We could see it here. 206.25. That's wrong. What the heck? 22. Oh, profit target, excuse me. 352. Literally, look at that, literally. Oh man, don't get me started. That's making me more frustrated, but it's all good. That wasn't my plan. Wow, look at that. There's a dump. Okay, 950 is here. That's gonna be nothing for me. That wasn't my plan. I broke my plan because my typical plan is just to secure a 2R, but I was being greedy and I was like, hey, what if I could just pass half of this account in one trade? And then I did that silly stuff. Yeah, so see, like I said, we're filling up these imbalances, then we're going to start rejecting. But we might consolidate here. This might be our consolidation. Even 1020 to 1040. A couple scenarios, if we don't take this low and start running, is that we will consolidate 1020 to 1040. We might create some type of high here. Let's see. We might have something like this, right? Once we start getting to 1020, sweep of that high, possibly this high. Here's the thing: if it sweeps this high right here and rejects, I'm not taking that. Why? Because we still have this 15-minute imbalance, which 1050 will more than likely at 1050 come up into before dropping down. So here's your fair value gap. You could take a short off that if you trust it. I don't, but that's a potential short there. Right off just a fair value gap. Not my trade, not my system. I'm not doing it. High day yesterday. Did we not take previous day highs? Yeah, we took previous day highs. Oh, you mean retest it. I got you. Yeah. So my rules are, if a 15-minute high or low is not taken, there's no trade for me at this macro, 950 to 1010. So unless this low right here is taken and we get an inverse up, then okay, you know what? I'm going to follow my plan no matter what I think, and I'll take longs. But it's not going to happen, right? And for me to look for shorts, we would have to take this 930 high, which again, I wouldn't do. So like I said, there was your little entry right there. Could have been like that. Pretty big stop, but the 2R probably is going to be hit pretty easily. No, yesterday was 950 to 1010. 950 to 1010 is always the reversal macro. So you see, we entered at 1003. So 950 to 1010 is always the reversal macro. The only time I'm looking for a reversal in the AM session is 950 to 1010. After that, everything else is just a continuation. So 1020 to 1040, continuation. 1050 to 1110, we want a deep retracement into a 15-minute fair value gap and a continuation in that direction. I'm not looking for reversals because okay, so here if we take this 15-minute low, then we could get something. Then we could possibly get a long. Let's see. ICT talked about the 950 1010. 1020 to 1040 is something else. I heard it from someone else and I researched it and it kind of made sense if you're thinking about a candle. 10 to 20, 20 to 40, you have to think about the 1 hour candle on the 20 to 40. That's already halfway in the candle of a 1 hour candle. So like let's look at this. Let's look at this, right? So you have your 1 hour. Typically, let's get a better candle. Let's do this green candle. Or even right here, look at that, perfect. Okay, so open, right? You have your open, which will be your 950 to 1010. You have your reversal. 1020 to 1040, you're already halfway through the hour. So you're looking for a continuation. Now that candle is gonna expand. And then you have the last 50 to 10 of the next macro. What's it going to do? It's going to pull back up, right? Because it's usually wicks or candles are never going to close with no wick. It's rare. So it's usually always creating that wick. So you see that would have worked well. Yeah. So if you could actually like conceptually like visualize it in your brain, you're like, oh, that makes sense. So I shouldn't look for a reversal in the 20 to 40 because that's halfway through where already the top or the bottom wick is created, and then 50 to the next 10 macro, the bottom wick or the top wick is going to get created. So in that 50 to 10 or that 20 to 40, all I should look for is continuations in that 1 hour candle. So there's our that would have been what the 2R that I was talking about. Almost. And yeah, there you go, 2R was just hit. So that would have been a pretty decent trade right there. Not my model, so I'm not taking it. But again, that's why I need to go through my data, right? Because you could also say if 950 to 1010 is a reversal macro, the fact that we had this massive push from London and from Asia and London, our reversal could have been a 930. So at this point, a 950 to 1010, what you can consider a strong retracement like this as the reversal. But if we do inverse this, I'll be looking for longs. It's a massive stop, so I have to go a lot lighter. And if we're looking for a 2R, it'll be right here. That's a big one. Oh, that's ugly. Yeah, I'm not expecting much today. Why is this so close? There we go. Okay. We still have that bullish SMT where London low is not taken. If we do inverse this, I'll be looking for longs. But I am going to size down dramatically because that's going to be like 60 or 70 points. 60 points. I got to do my math. Let's go from here. 69 points. So I want to, let's say, risk 500. That's divided by 69. So no, 500 divided by, say, 4. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm usually just trying to risk a certain amount. Okay, one contract is $2 on the micro. Okay, so we do 69 times 2. Okay, that's one contract. 69 times 4, that's 2 contracts. 69 times 3. Oh wait, I'm tripping out. 69 times, so 3 contracts would be $6. 69 times $8. Okay, so we would do probably 3 contracts. 69 times 6. Risk 414. If it inverses, it's probably not likely. That took way too much brain power. Yeah, so 3 contracts at the close of here, and we'll look for a 2R. Like this, something like that. Yesterday I took 7. What was my stop was like this. It was 7, so what was my risk? So 14 times, was that 36? Yeah, I was risking 500 bucks. So 7 contracts yesterday. I'm trying to risk like 500 a trade just because I'm fairly confident in this setup when it shows and presents itself. Yep, so that's it. No more trades for the 1010 macro. Now we're going to look for a continuation macro. Well, how do I explain that? I'm trying to risk right now probably like $400 to $500 a trade, because the only setups that I'm taking are setups that I back tested for a full year and I'm pretty confident with. If something that shows up and I'm not confident with it, I'm not even going to take it. I'm at a point where I'm not even going to waste my time, mental capital, especially your emotional capital, on trades that aren't, to me, A+. So even here, I had no shorts, right? Because I don't use just a fair value gap. I only use inversion fair value gaps. Here's 1007. Now, no matter what, we're not looking for a reversal. Here's the thing, too, that you need to realize, that the high or the low of the day is typically put in from 9:30 to 10:30. Typically, it's not a guarantee, right? So at this point, this is more than likely going to be our high of day, because our low of day is all the way down here, right? So we have our high of day. Now we could expect just consolidation, retracement into equilibrium of the full range, or a real big, huge push down. But the way that YM is moving, I'm not seeing us go extremely low. So here we go. So MQ or ES, excuse me, took London lows, right? So we may get a push up. The fact that YM, okay, now if YM sells off, then everything's going to sell off, I think. Because YM right now is a little bit stronger, holding it up. So 20 to 40 macro, I don't think we'll get much. I don't think we'll get a continuation, but I do think there's a a very high potential that we come back into. Let's do this. If we don't continue selling off, there's a high potential we come back into this fair value gap on the 15-minute before continuing down. But at the same time, with such a massive move, yeah, I'm not really looking for anything. Yeah, good. Listen, only take trades that you're extremely comfortable with. The longest time I was taking trades because I'm like, oh, I think market's gonna go here. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think. I can think the market's gonna go down, but where do I get in, right? You could know the market is going down and get in the entry at 940, right? And you just had 55 points of drawdown that could have crushed you, right? And where your account could only afford 40 points of drawdown. So it's like, if the setup is not there, I don't care what the market's doing. It can do whatever it wants. All I need is some of those crumbs. Exactly. Don't just wait for your setup. And how you get there is by doing exactly what I did and spent hours backtesting a full year and 2 years worth of data and then reviewing and say, hey, look, here's where my setup forms. Here's the time my setup forms. Here's the conditions my setup is likely to form or the conditions that it's likely to fail. So I know based on my research that if before 950, London highs, London lows, Asia highs and Asia lows, if they're all taken, this is going to be a very poor trading situation, right? I'm not going to get a reversal. Like, look at this, right? Before 950, I think this happened. Oh no, this happened at 950. Okay, we didn't get a reversal though. Let's see. I'm trying to find a good example of what I'm talking about. Okay, here's a really good example of what I'm talking about. You have your London lows, London highs, Asia highs, right? Asia highs, Asia lows are taken by London. London lows are created. Now we have London highs, Asia highs. London highs are taken at 10 o'clock. Okay, so maybe my setup was here. I don't know. My setup probably didn't form. But the thing is, look, pretty much what I'm saying is when these two pools of liquidity are taken, look what happens. Look at the market. It starts consolidating heavy. Oh, here's a perfect example. You have your Asia highs, London lows, London highs. 8:30 news comes out, sweeps Asia highs, London highs, also takes London lows, which is already taken at 7. And then what happens? We have a full day of consolidation. My setup is not forming in here. That's why I didn't take anything. Yeah, I don't really care. So what I would want to see is a little continue to consolidate here. We have equal highs here at 1020 to 1040. I would like to see a fair value gap sweep this, pause, and an inversion fair value gap in here, and then we could take our shorts in there, target a 2R, something like that, and be done. But we'll see. Let's see. Here's another low probability condition. You have a 4-hour SIBI and a 4-hour BISI. It's in between these two PD arrays. So what it can do is just bounce in through here until it breaks one of them. Until it breaks one of them, this is kind of a lower condition, but it's more likely to fill this 4-hour BISI because we respected pretty much 50% of this. Yeah, look at that. Almost to the T. So the fact that we respected this 4-hour like that, tapped into that order block. This is the order block. 4-hour order block. Strong push down. Let's check the 1 hour. Right into that order block. Strong push down. Yeah. Interesting. These. Your. No trades yet. We are still above midnight open. We are in a 4-hour civvy and a 4-hour BISI. Danny actually told me that, and I really haven't been paying attention to that. All I'm looking for is my setup, and if my setup forms, great. If it doesn't, on to the next day. Excuse-moi. Like this. So this right here is going to be the hardest thing for price to get out of. And look where we are exactly. Consolidating right there. We're literally consolidating in the middle, in the perfect portion of that 4-hour BISI and SIBI. Give it a new color. That's the no-fly zone right there. So this this took the highs before I wanted it to. We have 5 minutes left for my macro, so yeah, very likely that I don't take any trades today. So a new 15-minute candle just opened. We can see a run for this 15-minute high. Like I said, more than likely, if we don't get anything here, 950, we will get a retracement into here and push back down. So here's something important that you guys should focus on. When you have this, when you have a 4-hour BISI, a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, and a 4-hour SIBI, sell side imbalance, up here you're bearish, down here you're bullish, right? So what you have to do next is take this, get your range. Up here you're looking for shorts, down here you're looking for longs. If only if it presents itself, not just like, oh, I'm gonna buy because he said, right? There has to be a narrative, there has to be logic, there has to be your setup and everything there, but that's the only thing you'd be looking for, right? So look where our 15-minute SIBI is. It's literally right there, right? So 1050 probably, we could come in here, sweep this high, continue down, but likely with such a strong move at open, we're not going to get anything today. Personally, I think. The only thing we had was that potential 2R trade right here that I called out, didn't take. Definitely did not take that. And 2R was that, and you would have been pretty solid with that in like a quick second. So that would have been the only trade. Gold made new all-time highs. Oh, nice. I don't pay attention to gold. I'm just sticking to one thing that I'm good at. Yeah. So after this trade, I'm more than likely going to go through all of these trades from the year of back testing and journal it. If you guys would like to join me and pretty much get a peek into you know, the setups and everything like that, I could stay live. If not, it's all good. We'll see. So let me know if you guys would like to do that. Maybe you learned something. NQ. What happened with NQ? Yes, this high is taken. Oh, NQ. Yeah, right. I was actually thinking something like that previously, like NASDAQ Bogdan or something. Yeah. I also don't want to limit myself because who knows where in 10, 15 years or even 5 years, I might completely get out of futures, right? And switch to crypto for all you know. Probably not, but yeah. That's actually something that I've been thinking about a lot about, because it's like you kind of want to, if the audience that you're trying to attract is traders, you want to have something about trading in your name, right? But at the same time, later down the line, you don't want to be stuck in just that trading bubble. Like Trades by Matt even said, he's like, yeah, I wish I didn't make my name Trades by Matt. I wish I just made it Matt, whatever his last name is. But at the same time, if people don't know you're trading, it might be difficult, but whatever. That's why this is just my Bogdan's trading journal, right? This is my trading journal. I'm journaling what I'm doing. So see, this is still refusing to go down. So it looks like it's gonna be a consolidation. Bogdan the cutie. All right. Maybe getting some here. Potentially something here. $10.20 macro here is opening up. What's our 1 hour candles looking like? Massive wick. Massive wick. So let's see. The fact that we don't have any fair value gaps in here to inverse, it's giving me no setups. 10.20 now, still no setups. ES looks like it's going to inverse that little tiny one right here. We could pay attention to that. Doesn't mean I'll take anything though. No, just using that as support. Yeah, I'd like to see at least this 15-minute right here get ran. Possibly come into there if we're going to see a continuation. It's good. I want a little more displacement because next candle could fill that. I don't want it to get filled right away. All right, that 15 minutes almost taken right there. Get rid of this. This is the 15-minute high. We need that taken. We need this left open right here to get inversed. And we also want to see the same thing happen on ES. But ES is pretty far from that little volume imbalance in there. ES is kind of far from that 15-minute. That's the only problem. That 15-minute is all the way over here. But I mean, that can be a bearish SMT, right? So we might have potential shorts right here if we could take that. Be a 20-point stop. Okay. See if we come into this. I would only take this though if both ES and NQ inverse that. I need both of them to get inversed. It would be about 28 to 30 points. Probably take like 8 contracts. I'll do 7 maybe. Okay, that's a little too big for me now. Let's see. Because then that will have to be like that, 35. That's already too much. I'll go down to 5 cons if we do take this. Very likely. I do want to see ES take that high. But that's the only thing is with the YM. But I don't really care. Right, yeah, but that's just pure gambling. I know what you're saying, but how often does it work? And when it works, there's no edge to it. You just took it because you thought it would reverse. You know what I mean? To me, that's just a pure gamble. I really don't want to do that. We might be coming into this 15 minute at the 1050 macro if this doesn't really displace right here. I might even take it off this little inverse right there, that very first one, and just risk less. If ES and then Q inverse that, I think I will. These pairs kind of aren't correlated. You see how hard that's pushing up? So we want to see that high get taken and a rejection, instant rejection we need right there on ES. Okay, here we go. We're getting something. Yeah, so what you need to do is just figure out your zone, and don't just take a trade because it's in your zone, but have a confirmation. Okay, this is your zone. Now I need to see XYZ in the candles for me to actually be confident that this is going to happen. Doesn't look like it wants to continue down yet. Okay, that's looking good now. I'm not looking for longs. I'm not looking for longs at all. I'm looking for shorts. If I get this inverse and this inverse, I'm taking shorts. And my stop would be right above these highs, but these are equal highs now, so that makes it a little bit less comfortable for me. This might just completely blow through, right? Not give me an opportunity to enter, but we'll see. This is just premium and discount from the range that I stated before. So yeah, maybe it does have to go into there, but that's not part of the strategy, you know. That's just okay. So we're probably not going to get our entry right there. We have 28 seconds. I'm not taking it until the candle closes, but that's where I want my shorts right here. Taking it right now before the candle closes, kind of gambling. I want it so bad. 10 seconds. Oh, shit. Yeah, there it goes. All right, I'm taking my shorts there. Looking for a 2R. No, that's good. This is exactly what I was looking for. My shorts did get entered here though. Kind of a bad fill. Maybe I don't know. I don't really like it. Maybe it was a bad trade to take. That's a big wick. And I kind of over leveraged, if I'm going to be honest. I didn't change my position size. And change my position size here. So I'm kind of gambling a lot. And that didn't get inversed, so this might actually get stopped out. I definitely shouldn't have taken that many contracts. But that inversed. I guess we'll just let it ride. Pray for the best. We have these equal highs is the only thing I'm not comfortable with. Damn, I think I'm gonna get stopped out here. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to the plan. I probably should take some off though. I should probably take off half at a loss. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I definitely think I took that too quickly. As long as these are holding, we should be fine. Yeah, that wick is not comfortable. These equal highs make it really, really low probability now. Really need a rejection here. We are retesting this inverse now. Yeah, we need this to hold. Really needed to reject here. Yeah, this is definitely a forced trade, if I'm going to be honest. Oh, I'm not happy with this trade at all. But I'm gonna stick to the plan unless I get stopped. That's a big stop too. I really messed up with the sizing there. This didn't get inversed on NQ. I really wanted to see it get inversed on NQ. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, our TP is going to be right here, pretty much at the bottoms, at the lows. I need this 1 minute to actually fully inverse this candle right here. NQ's being kind of a brat. Yeah, NQ's being a brat. I definitely risked more than I wanted to. But I'm going to let it ride and see. If we get that inverse, I could even add into this position. Ooh, I might add in. If we get this fully inversed, that's an add right there. I'm not going to add though. That's not going to be the smart thing to do. We're just going to let it run. That still didn't inverse. Now I want to get out of this, if I'm being honest. I just don't like it. It should have moved already. I might just take the loss here and get out. That's a strong push up. Yeah, I exited. I took a 450 loss. I don't like it. It screwed me up. This inverse is holding. If this does inverse, I could get back into this position. But I'm not liking it. With these equal highs, that was just a bad trade. So I'm down 450 now. I probably should have left it. I was just over leveraged. Thing is, now we have a new 15-minute candle. So this new 15-minute candle will likely go for some type of high before continuing down. Yeah, I definitely do have a rule for entering. If I didn't over leverage here, if I didn't take 10, I would have left this to run to stop. But at the same time, with these equal highs, that's going to be a strong draw for price to go down or come up and take that before continuing. To re-enter? Yeah, I mean, if this gets inverse, like if this candle closes below here, then that's pretty much confirming my original trade idea. That's called high time frame candle overlay, power of 3. But I do think it's going to run for these equal highs here. Yeah, this massive wick right here, this just screwed me up. In the 15-second, we inversed all this. Wait and see. Knowing me, I should have just left it. It's probably going to drop down like a falling knife. I wasn't paying attention to the 5-minute. Yeah, I took it, yeah, pretty much. You see, I should have left it open because this inverse is being respected. Oh well. Oh well. Well, we have 2 minutes for this candle to inverse. Otherwise, we're gonna wait till 10:50 macro. Yeah, I didn't change my contracts because my original idea was to take after this inverse. I didn't think this candle was gonna push that hard, so I had 10 contracts on. I was thinking I was gonna risk what is that, $400, right? But it's not. It ended up being a risk of like 600. So yeah, I'm not. All right, I got back in because it did inverse this. Now I'll be willing to test to leave this. I should have left my original position. I think this whole thing is just a bad idea. Now that I'm just like looking at everything, I'm definitely done after this trade, whether it works or not. Look for a 2R. No, I'm not in full size. Again, I'm risking 500. I'm just trying to stick with one risk size. Yeah, I think I'm just inting. I should probably be done for the day if this doesn't work. Go back to back testing. Because this inverse, I thought this, see, it didn't even fully inverse. Fuck me, man. All right. Where's this new entry? 426. 426 flat is where we got the new entry at. I'm looking for a 2R. All right. That's what we're looking for. So I am going to be quick on the trigger here. If we take this 15-minute low and get an instant rejection, I'm getting out. I should have left my original position open. We would have been up actually pretty fat right now. We would have been up 500, something like that. I mean, it's all good. All good. We'll trust this. It's because I over leveraged and I just screwed myself. See, I don't really like this price action at all. I think I'm gonna get out. Do I get out? No, I'm not gonna get out. I'm gonna follow the plan. I'm gonna follow the plan. I'm gonna stick to the plan. Because equal highs are left is the only thing that I'm really worried about. We really shouldn't have any reason to come back up. Okay, we got a 15-second. We want to see this respected then. If this gets disrespected, then yeah, we probably need to get out. ES took that 15-minute, and Q did not. Definitely want to see a rejection on ES. Just lower the risk, I think. Need to see that respected. It's not. Oh, frick, man. Yeah, I'm going to be done for the day here. I'll probably close out manually. I'm not even going to let it run to stop. All right, you know what? We're going to... I guess we're going to just trust it. I don't want to break my rules, but I think this is cooked. This is big time cooked. We're just in a... It's like I literally just said, we're in here. We're in a really tough spot for price to move. Probably shouldn't have taken anything. Yeah, exactly. 1040 macro is over. I think it's like I said, the 1050 is what we're looking for, which will push back up here. Yeah, but remember from the data, I saw that when the longer I hold the position, the less likely it is to work because things like this happen. I wanted to see it displace already pretty quickly, and it's not doing that, which is something I don't like. Let's see how it reacts off this 1 minute BISI. Needed really to displace through this BISI, and if it doesn't, then this is cooked. If it catches support here, if it catches support here, I'm not gonna like it at all. And we'll probably exit. Okay, so inverse that, which looks good. We hold it. Good thing we held it, right? Good thing we held it so far. Now will it continue? It's just so ugly right now, and it's making these really nice highs that it might reverse on us and just sweep those. That looks good. As long as they all continue to push down. It's another inversion right there. I want TP hit before 1050. 67 probably. All right, here we go. Need a displacement through these lows. So it just took those lows. We really needed to push. Okay, real push. We need a real push here. I don't like how it's lagging after taking those lows. It's 15-minute lows. I might get out here. All right, I'm out. I don't like how it's moving. You see, it's like it's just too slow for me. I expanded already a lot of mental capital on this trade. I didn't hold. No, I just don't like how it's moving. I do not like how it's moving at all. I think our next best bet is going to be wait for 1050 macro. 1050 macro. I'd like to see a push up into here, into the actually possibly even into there. Look at this 15-minute chart. This is why it's such low probability. Even if this runs to my TP, which it might, yeah, I'm not crazy about it. We took London lows and refusing to go lower. So best bet is probably to be done for the day. Or if we are going to trade 1050 macro, I think I should only risk, if I'm willing to risk 500, right? Let's just make it as the day. So only 350 I'll risk on the next trade if I do take another trade. Because right now I expanded too much mental capital on this trade that I got out early, right? I should have just taken this. Had I left this open, this would have been up $600 right now. I got out. Unfortunately, I got out. I saw that, you know, this push down was the last 15-minute and it took the last 15-minute lows. And then we got an instant reaction up, which I didn't like. I wanted to see a displacement through it. So I got out at a small profit. And look at it running. I got out at a profit of $304. So I'm still down 153 on the day. But the way that these 15 minutes are looking is why I'm not crazy about it. And I probably should have paid attention to that. Look at that 5-minute too. So whether these work or not, I don't really care. Don't really care. Low probability. Yeah, we closed out right there pretty much. So what does this say? Exit price? Exit price 404.25. So right there we exited at pretty much at the close of that last candle. That's where we closed. Yeah, it's like I said, like with this massive move, I don't know how much to actually expect. And look how inversely these are moving. Look how strong YM is. When these are acting like six sisters, you know what I mean? They're not following each other properly. It's going to be extremely high resistance liquidity. So that's why I was okay with closing this position. Even if it runs to my TP, I don't really care. Only thing I'm disappointed at is closing this initial position because I was over leveraged. So that's pretty much, you know, as simple as that. Which I'm okay with. I mean, I'm not okay with it, right? Like I shouldn't have been over leveraged. No, actually, you know, I'm not okay with it. I should not. I also entered. that entry was very impulsive. That's for my journal later. Does it show up here? Yeah. So that's gonna be for my journal later. That was impulse. I really need to write down what I was feeling there. I think it's important to write down your feelings. I think, yeah, that's what it was. If you're missing out, so I was feeling FOMO because I saw ES run through these same candles right here, not realizing that it also had this. So that actually should have stopped me. So I failed to see that, right? I failed to pay attention to that. Something. All right, that's one for the journal. Okay, so here's our 1050 macro. We'll see if we get anything here. Like I said, max on risk is 350 now. Actually, if this runs to my TP, I'll probably be done. Simply because I know myself, and whenever a trade runs to my TP and I closed early, I either try to fade that or continue chasing, looking for a lower draw on liquidity, and I get hurt. So the only thing I'd want to, there's nothing I want to see here actually now. It's pretty ugly. Yeah, so this is what I failed to see. Probably should have trusted this because once we inverse this second one, high resistance, that's what it is. It's just, I don't like high resistance. That's why I like 950 macro, because the 950 macro is usually very low resistance. But after such a massive move, and look where we're back into. Yeah. And, you know, the problem was I over leveraged, I didn't trust myself. But also, I don't like these types of moves. Right, the data shows that whenever we have moves like this, and that's from when did I enter? 1028 to now it's 1052. How many minutes is that? I'm not good at math. 25 minutes, 30 minutes, I don't know. Yeah, very choppy move. I don't like that. Granted, it probably will work, but I don't know. I'm alright with missing it. Oh, that's crazy, actually. That's, oh, unless that was the new 4 hour. No, the new 4 hour candle opens at 10 o'clock. Look how crazy this is. At 9:36, our low was created here, which literally touched this BISI, this 4 hour BISI, which was a 4 hour BISI from all the way back here. It literally didn't even touch it, right? Completely rejected before touching it. This is like a massive magnet. This is where price is literally bouncing off, catching support, bouncing off. It's an electrical magnetic field right here that's messing with price. And we don't want to be in that. That's something good to pay attention to. I like that YM ran for this previous 15 minute and inverse that, but I don't trade YM, so I wouldn't take it. But, whoops. That does mean that we can see some lower prices now. Let's take a paper on YM. Equal highs though. So if we're risking 215, that means 430 would be our TP, right? Just stick with a 2R, and we'll see if that works out. I mean, technically we should have gotten in there. Let's add in, get a better fill. All right, here we go. So 600, looking for 1200, something like that. And we'll see if that works. But that's it's a paper trade. I'm definitely not trusting it. These 15 minutes are not nice. 99% sure that I'm going to be done for the day. It's going to be a lot better for me to follow my rules, know what I'm looking for, know that it's not there, and preserve capital. So, you know, luckily we recovered most of that loss from what would this be right now? Actually, it's a 15. Yeah, all good. See, that's why I'm trade YM. Look at that. Yeah, no, 100%. Not calculating. I should have done what I was originally planning, was to take off some of the position to not be over leveraged. So then my max loss was still 500 bucks. So let's say I took off most of when I was, let's say, at a $200 loss, I should have took off enough of the position. So when that hit stop loss, it would only have been 300. So my max loss was 500, and then just let it run and see what happens. But this is very high resistance. I think the move on the day is done. I think they probably won't be a move until PM session. Yeah, with these 15 minutes, it's pretty ugly. Yeah. That's not the only thing. The over leverage came from this, right? Because I was feeling FOMO because I saw ES run through these two inverses, and I didn't wait for NQ to inverse this. I needed to wait for this candle to close, and if I missed the move, it is what it is. I felt FOMO. I didn't want to miss it. And I took that position, which I shouldn't have. So I shouldn't have even taken this position to begin with. I mean, actually, yeah. There's a couple things here that I could validate my position and invalidate it. I would invalidate it because we have these equal highs. There's going to be a strong draw that I think we might run for, which will also be this 15-minute high. So we can see our 50 to 10 macros. We have 10 minutes. I have no problem taking it after just this inverse because that's a pretty strong sign that we are going to continue down. I did impulse and it was over leveraged. So a couple things I did right, a couple things I did wrong. Yeah, I was thinking about doing something like that. I was. Actually, what I was thinking about doing was having one account where I do this, right? But like, they'll be linked. So I'll take the same trade, but like, let's say this account, I'll manage just a 2R, but then the other account, I let it run the full day. the full day either leave the stop, it either hits the stop, or it just keeps rolling down, and see where we end up. That's something that I was thinking about doing. But I think more importantly right now is just to continue to follow my rules, not be impulsive like I just was. Be more disciplined. But we're not really getting much of anything here. And it's high resistance because we're in this 4-hour Sibi and this 4-hour Bissi. That's making it very high resistance, I think, in my opinion. So we're pretty much exactly where I closed the initial position. So I mean, it's not a bad closure. Think about how much mental capital. Yeah, the only last possible trade that I'll be looking for is, like I said, if here in this next 7 minutes we run for this high and get an inverse to go lower. If that doesn't happen, then I'm not taking it. Like, the only thing I would ever look for here is, yeah, I mean, theoretically, and in a perfect situation, I would want us to come all the way back in here before I look for shorts. But how this 15-minute is looking, I'm not looking for anything else, like, at all. So our first trade was at 1028, which is this candle, right? This candle. So that actually was a good trade, but now we generated 2 more 15-minute candles. And it's probably not even a good position either, honestly. No, you're 100% right though. Like, I'm not forcing anything. And I know already from all the backtesting I did and the data that I collected that the likelihood of anything showing here is very unlikely. But I'm also okay with sitting here and watching without the expectation, because just more screen time. Because that'll just reinforce, like, hey, we backtested it, we saw it, but now we're seeing it live. And that's going to reinforce the fact that when we have a massive move down after a massive move up, more than likely we're going to consolidate either the rest of the day or at least the AM session. So that's just something to, oh, look at that. Would you look at that? It's an NQ is just being, oh, look at that. Look at that. What can you do, huh? Unless we take it off that inverse. This is taken. Nah, see how it comes right back in? Right back into the range? Right back into the range. Like, no shot. Now we have a bullish SMT as well. Right? We took these lows. Yeah, I mean, we do have this SMT, this bullish SMT. So there is a potential that we get our reversal. And I don't mean a reversal to where we're going to flip bullish and continue up for the rest of the day, but a reversal to definitely take this liquidity, because look how this looks like really, really good low resistance liquidity, to where if we flip, we're running. We're going to run for this, right? And then we get in that 15-minute, we're going to consolidate the rest of the day and do absolutely nothing. So this 15 minutes still hasn't taken that 15 minutes. I'm not looking for anything. It's all about capital preservation, right? So I'm already down 150. Thank God. Thank God that I got back in here, right? But then exited. But it's okay. It is what it is. I definitely could have continued to get back in and do everything like that. I'm trying to stay disciplined and patient, you know, and that's the hardest thing about trading. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. So here's our, nope, still no S&T. Look at that. YM would have paid. Literally the hardest, easiest job in the world. It really is, because you're not doing anything, but it's 100% your mind. And like, it's not like working out to where you could see results. Like, oh look, my muscles are growing. I'm getting fat, or I'm getting skinny. It's like, no, you can't see what's going on in your mind. Dude, the algo is your brain, is the thing. The algorithm is your brain, right? And your brain literally runs on algorithms based on everything that you've been through in your entire life. So why did I close this trade? Why did I close this trade? It's because the algorithm in my brain that's already been set said, hey, when I see this happening, I've lost money so many times. I'm going to try to avoid that damage by closing out this trade early. Right? So the algorithm really is your brain, and you can master your brain. It's going to be, that's when it gets easy. Yeah. So it's all about trying to hack those habits, which is really difficult, right? But $8R, let's go, bro. Why don't you share some sauce in here? Yeah, so that's our 10 macro. So I am done for the day. Here's what we do at the end of the day. Lock me out. Only account. We have no more trades. So since opening this account on the 11th, which is almost a week ago, we took these two, which was really nothing but 1, 2, like 5 trades total. And 2 of them came today. So it's all good, right? Tomorrow is a new day. Let's see what we got for tomorrow. Tomorrow's what? Friday? Yeah, tomorrow's Friday, so that might be tricky. Oh, look, we have crude oil inventories that just happened at 11. And then we have another yellow folder at 3. So that could give us a sign why certain things are doing certain things. But anyway, that's that. I mean, not like super happy with today's performance. I don't know how to work on that. The impulseness. Because impulse is literally that. It's just an impulse, right? It happens so quickly. Nice. Okay, that'll stop the break even. So yeah, we're done for the day here. What we could do is, once this closes, I do want to see this become low resistance, liquidity. Inverse that, 1050 macro, outside the macro, right? So it's less likely to work. We'll go and take a buy on ES and see what happens. Like that. Stop loss all the way at the bottom. We're looking for a 2R. That's something we should see, but we probably won't see that far. Oh yeah, that's very unlikely to see that far. So what do we do? How do we reduce the risk here? That's something that I also need to work on, is if I could have a better stop loss placement rather than just like the lows, that would give me a lot more confidence. So we're looking for 1600. Actually, right there would be perfect. Let's see if that works out on ES at least. Ten a.m. 10 a.m. $370, 75. Oh wow, you caught the very bottom. That's a pretty crazy catch. Did you turtle soup that? Yeah, that was fire. That's a good trade, bro. Let's see if this ES works. Oh, you got the order block? Yeah. Over here somewhere? Entry was down here. 70, 75. Is it over here? Did you use it over here from Asia session? What is it? 370, 75, 70, 75. Okay, so we're right around here. So I'm guessing you probably used this candle. This is your order block, right? Is that what you did? Around here somewhere? Probably these three. Tiny black one. Let's use all three of these black ones. Let's see how that looks. Give it a little bit more room. Oh, look at that, perfectly twice. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's spot on, bro. Yeah. You could use this order block right here too. This little 1 minute. Let's do this. That's yours. This would be ICT's. No, back color. All right. Yeah, I mean, pretty much spot on. That's interesting. Oh, by the way, the Discord that you're talking about to set it up, I was looking at. So I'll probably like buy something on Fiverr because you could pay somebody like $50 and they'll set everything up for you. It's pretty cheap. And you know, they'll do all the graphics and everything, so that'll just save me a lot of time. Like to do all of this. I told you yesterday to make one, you said no. Right, because you can have your custom channels and everything. I've never done much with Discord. I'm in it, but I don't really. Yeah, but it will probably be useful for like a later time. It's not too expensive. We'll see. But yeah, I mean for the beginning, we definitely can just do that. Oh, let's see how this ES trade is working. Oh, ES is not moving. That's pretty funny. We're right back down. Look at that. Right off that inverse, we're right back down. Yeah, today's extremely low probability. If you guys traded already, if you took your trades, please be done for the day. If you haven't traded, please be done for the day. Right? You could come back PM session if you are proficient in it. But I'm done. Yeah, like that's the best thing you could have done is not trade today. So now, right? Like now, what do? We forward tested today. What do we forward test? We forward tested the fact that when you have Asia and London have a straight run up, your 8:30 news also pushed you up extremely high, and then 9:30 gave us an extremely strong push down. Pretty okay. Here it is. Here would be a better scenario for me. If you get your reversal before 10 a.m. after an extremely strong momentum move, more than likely you're going to consolidate. I guess we could say that. Would that be good to say? Look at this. We're right back into equilibrium of the range. Right back into 50% of the range. This is the only place I would be looking for shorts is in this 15 minute. And probably it would be right here. That's where I would be looking for my shorts if we were to continue being short. But that's pretty far away, isn't it? Here's what we can do for paper, for shits and gigs. We could set up a limit order here. And then if it comes over here, we want another limit order. And then our stop loss would be right at the highs. And then our TP would be at these lows. But here's the thing, right? We have a SMT from yesterday with ES. This previous day London lows was taken on ES, while NQ did not. That's a bullish SMT. And then we just had another SMT right here, which isn't a really strong SMT, but it still is an SMT. Let's oh, look at that. It's pushing. Let's get rid of this. Reset. So you know what? I don't really care about YM too much in terms of this. So let's check this out real quick. So this was, wait, I'm lying. What was that SMT? Go to 1 hour. Then yeah, that's not even an SMT. What am I talking about? So where was this SMT? Oh, it's a previous day low SMT. That's what it was. Ah, okay. That's what it was. I don't know why I did the other thing. Okay, so we have a previous day low bullish SMT, right? Same thing here. You can see that. Was there any other SMTs today? Oh, no. Yeah. So, Aru, I don't know if you remember when I first started streaming, I said 2 SMTs, not for me. It was written huge on my screen. What do we have here? Look at this. We have another SMT. I'm changing these lines all to smaller because they were too big before. Okay, so this right here is showing you, I guess we'll go like this. So we have, oh, why is this not, blue? It's supposed to be blue. It's supposed to be blue, bruh. It's supposed to be blue, bruh. I'm messing all this up. There we go. Okay. I like blue because it to me like kind of signifies like, hey, we're going up, and red is like, hey, we're going down. But remember what I said, right? 2 SMTs, not for me. That SMT is actually fixed. We do have this SMT, but when we're looking at the higher time frame, what happened? Tuesday lows were taken by NQ on Wednesday morning. ES did not. That's a sign that we're going up. But now we have ES taking the highs this morning while NQ did not. Now that's a bearish sign. Now you coupled that with where's my bissies? Where'd the bissies go? Are they only in the 1 minute? What the heck? You couple that with this. Why can't I see that? All right, that's being annoying. You couple that with, yeah, here we go. Visual current below. You couple that with, you have your bearish 4-hour fair value gap and bullish 4-hour fair value gap. These probabilities just become extremely low. Nothing is correlated here. NQ is inside of this inversion right now on the 4-hour, while ES inversed this 4-hour. Right, so ES is way more bullish than NQ. And it inversed that. So that's like giving me really strong signs that ES wants to continue up. But NQ is refusing to break through this 4-hour. But it's also catching support on this 4-hour BISI. So we're just everywhere. So this is just really low probabilities at the moment. Yeah, look how we're just right back into that equilibrium range like I was saying. So, I mean, whatever. Whatever. Where's that little thing? And then this is the in-between section. Get rid of this. Get rid of this game. Too many things going on. Yeah, we're just right back into it. Yeah, that's that. That is that. So big consolidation, there's going to be nothing there, time to leave. I feel like whenever you have a massive 15-minute candle like this, going the opposite way of everything Asia and London did, it moved too much. The market needs to build orders, and which is building liquidity, to take that liquidity to either continue up or reverse back up, or continue up or reverse and continue down. So, yeah, not really sure what else to do here. So yeah, no, I'm done for the day. I mean, I'm probably gonna go ahead and go through my journal. Journal this 2 trades, which kind of disappointed with. Don't leave? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do here? Let me make a coffee. I'm gonna 1 coffee today, and then a magic genie told me about it. I'll be right back. Let me make a coffee. So actually, looking at this, my 2R, wow, would have been missed by a tick again. Again. Oh, actually, if we did exactly 2R, no, it still would have been missed by a tick. It would have been like yesterday. I would have been so livid. But I mean, it is what it is. Truly. All right, 1 second. Let me make this coffee. My machine just turned on. One year, 7 days to become profitable? Alright, let me get this Discord going. How about them apples? You know what? I think I might have created a Discord a little while ago. I just never used it. Oh, I do have one. Okay, how do I share it? Invite people? And use copy button. Okay, hold on. I do have a Discord right here. Cost of trading. Here is the. How do we do that? And all right, that's the Discord that we do have. There's nothing here. Oh, that was quick, bro. Yeah, so I must have made this a little while ago. I actually do remember. Cheers, cheers. Don't send no weird stuff. We're on YouTube. I'm gonna turn this away, actually. If you guys are interested, join up. We got 2 people in there. Can you see the logo? Where's the logo? I actually made that logo myself. So that's pretty cool. You like that logo? Yeah, we got nothing. All right, let's see this. Open link. I think it'll be bigger like that, right? Yeah. Well, you got the fancy gradient, huh? Wow, 3075, 3775. Where was your stop when you did take that here? You have it looks like you have an is there an indicator? Is this an indicator for the order blocks that you're showing? Actually, I don't know if you're talking to Discord or not. You drew those out? That's clean. That's very clean. Yeah, it's a good that's a great turtle soup. Let me look at this real quick actually. Yeah, that was a great turtle soup. Couldn't yet done something like that. Yeah, that's clean for sure. Good stuff. Yeah, everyone has their own own model and everything, you know. So that's what that is. I do want to go over. I mean, if you guys want to stay, if you want me to stay and go over pretty much all the data from this back testing, we can do that. If not, I can get off and do that on my own. I was about to do that anyway. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. If not, I will yeah, I'll get off. Let's go. So you guys want to go over this with me or what? Or no? I'm not gonna go like too crazy into it, but we'll see what we are doing here. 950 macro. This is the very. Wait a minute. Something seems off. Open date. Okay, that is okay. So we have January 2023. 950 macro. Reason I took this. We inverse that. I should have taken it right here. This should have been the move. Even that high right there. That would have got hit right there, 2R. So 950. 950 macro. 10 a.m. IVG reversal. That would have been hit. What do we do? Why do we hesitate so long to get into this? Entered late. Are you taking some longs? Taking some long, daddy. Yeah, I must have been aiming a lot higher here. Why is this taking so long to load, man? All right, here we go. Where's the freaking trade? All right, here we go. I did mark this out already. All right, so remember, Jared, remember I was telling you about the 20 to the 40 macro? This is exactly what we want to see. 20 to 40 is the continuation, right? So where's our 10 a.m. candle? 10 a.m. candle here. Right, comes down, creates the bottom wick. 1020, we have a sweep of this liquidity. As soon as we inverse this right here, my entry should have been Entry should have been right here. Stops and TP. Perfect. I think this one I let ride a lot further than yeah, this one I let ride a lot further than 2R. But that's pretty good, right? He banned you. Here's what I want to see. Where's this trade again? There we go. We got a squad. We got a squad in here. Okay. Yeah, so this is very clean, right? All right. So if you look at market structure, London lows, London highs. We can do indicator, right? London took Asia. Lows and highs created a high. As soon as New York took it, continued up, and we just had our continuation. Because at this point, I guess we're not expecting the reversal. We're also very bullish. In the macro, 15. You see? Exactly. Look how important that is. Why did I even take this? There was no setup here. Okay, it would have been right there. It should have been like this. Which would have got hit anyway. But what continuation am I taking here? We had 8:30 news. Reversed all of that 8:30 news. 9:30 open was a straight shot down. And we're just consolidating. So inside of consolidation, very unlikely to work. Was there a 50 to a 10 macro here? That could have worked. There was right here, but I think we wouldn't have taken that because the data lows were left intact. Yeah, look how close those data lows are. So it really wouldn't make sense to take it. We did take the 945 candle low. This actually right here would have been the perfect 950 macro right here. Could have taken it like this to be safe. Targeted 2R. That would have been so clean. That would have been such a clean trade right there. And now we're looking for a continuation. Why? Because we still haven't taken these highs to equal highs. So this is like, okay, we should get that. We technically should. It does eventually, but we needed a deeper retracement, I'm guessing. How could I have avoided this loss right here? Yeah, it's simply just looking at the 15-minute chart. When the 15 minutes in consolidation, continuation is extremely unlikely. 15-minute consolidation equals no continuation. Simple as that. 15-minute consolidation equals no continuation. Now this reversal was okay. It would have been okay. We're in this 15-minute. Now that I'm looking at that. This thing's taking forever. $30, $15. Because I did tap into a 15-minute BISI. But I guess we needed a little bit more of a retracement. This thing just takes forever. What the heck? I'm literally backtesting now. I'm trying to make it work. What you guys aren't doing it. Is this the same exact one that I already looked at? No. Asia lows are taken, right? Then Asia highs are taken, London highs are left. 9:30 opens up, we fly. Oh, this is genuinely so slow. Wait, we did already look at this. What's going on here? Going backwards? 9th, 12th. Must be going backwards. 13th. Yeah, Asia and London were smaller moves, leaving New York to run. $10.50 macro. I'm just trying to get any payouts at the moment. Asia and London highs and lows are all taken. When that happens, yeah. If you get me a Rolex, then I'll get 100K in payouts. Promise. Okay, here's another one where I closed it early. This was 950, 10 AM reversal. The continuation. Pretty clean continuation. 950. 1010, actually the real setup rate came right there. There would have been a second entry right there. It's a second entry. So there should have been no stops moved there. That would have been an easy 2R. I just wanna roll it, roll it, roll it. Ah, look at that. 8:30 news. What's today's date? It's Monday 16th. All right, I might end the stream here because we are in the Discord. So if you guys just want to chat in the Discord, that's fine. Because I think everyone's just think you guys are doing your own thing at the moment. It's been going already for a few hours. It's all right. I'll see you there.